Today I'm going to take you through a foam roller routine for your legs that you can do as a follow along with me. This is great for recovery and flexibility. We're going to start off with my favorite of the lower body foam roll moves. We're going to hit your piriformis. So if you sit onto your roller with your tailbone, put your hands back behind you. We're going to cross our right leg over our left, drop the right knee down slightly. We're going to lean over to that upper outer glute on the right side. I'm going to take my left hand and hold onto my shoelaces, and we're just going to roll around that upper outer back pocket area, and you should be able to find where your piriformis is slightly exposed by this leg position. So don't shy away from the sore spots. We're going to try and actually focus on those tighter areas where the connective tissue might not be as smooth, maybe it's a bit stuck together. So we're obviously rolling the glutes as well, but specifically we're trying to target that piriformis, which is a muscle that runs from this long bone here, your femur, up into your lower back. So you imagine if something that runs from your leg up into your back is too tight, it's pulling down, causing pain and tightness through the lower back. We're spending roughly a minute on each roll, but let's take our time through these. Let's take it to the other side. So I'm going to put my left leg over my right knee. I'm going to drop that left knee down. I'm going to take my right hand, hold onto my shoelaces. I might shuffle just along so that I can lean down onto that left upper outer glute area. This leg position helps expose the piriformis. Again, try and find those more tender spots, and that will be different for everyone, so it's up to you to just play around with the position and find what feels like it needs a little bit of work. So this routine is good if you're looking to improve your flexibility and mobility. Maybe you want to squat a bit lower, maybe you're a runner and you want to stop your calves tightening up to avoid overtraining injuries, or if you're just looking to improve blood flow to aid recovery from your workouts. Next, we'll be moving onto the calves and soleus. We're actually going to skip your hamstrings with the roller, because I believe that hamstrings are better done generally with a myofascial release ball or a massage gun. You can do it with the roller, but I think it works better with one of those implements. So we're going to go straight onto the calves. So if you put your left calf on the roller, I'm going to put my right foot on the floor. We're going to lift. We're just going to roll back and forth, focusing on this upper part of your calf for now. Maybe you want to turn the leg out. Try turning the foot in and just find whatever spot feels a little tender, and then you're going to stick there. If you want to put one foot on top of the other, lift your hips off the floor. You can put all your body weight onto the roller, but it's a little bit harder on the upper body. And if you're a little bit tight or you've got a very firm roller, you can probably feel it just like this. So I found a little tight spot there. So I'm actually going to slow down the roll slightly. I'm going to do slightly smaller movement, a bit like a sports masseuse would work into a knot. We're going to do the same thing with the roll, with the foam roller, but we're going to do it a lot cheaper, and you can do this daily. So we're going to just work into that knot, back and forth, being patient with it. Okay, let's move down. So we're going to go down a little bit lower into what you call your soleus, but a lot of people just think of this as the lower calf, but there's a little muscle underneath. So we're doing the same thing again. Usually for me, I know that if I turn the foot in and come quite close to the ankle, I can usually feel a bit there. Doesn't feel too bad today. Like I said, if you want to hook, lift and put your whole body weight on, I'm not going to do that today myself. We're just going to focus there. Maybe you want to turn out. I'm just going to roll back and forth. All right, let's take it onto the other side. So we're going upper part of your calf. On this side, just rolling back and forth. Feel a little spot on the outside there, so I'm going to go with that. Staying around there. Again, like I said, once you find a spot, we're going to make the rolls a little smaller, a little slower, working into that area. Usually that's just a point at which the connective tissue gets stuck together, or if you imagine the connective tissue fibers want to run in alignment, they're just getting a little crossed over. Okay, let's go onto the lower part now. So down closer to your heel, around your Achilles tendon area. Turn your foot in, turn your foot out, whatever feels best. Okay, so we've done down the back side of your body. Let's run down the front now. I'm going to start off with your hip flexors. So I'm going to put the roller onto the left side of my mat. And I'm going to put the roller up on my hip flexor. So underneath this hip bone. And then I'm going to just take the right leg up and out to the side. And we're going to see if we can lean the pressure on. You can keep the right leg partially on the floor, or you can just bring the knee off if you want. Depends how much pressure you need to feel that hip flexor. I find that being kind of half on, half off the roller helps when you're doing your hip flexors. Let's take it over to the other side. So I might want to place this knee on the floor, or if you want more pressure, we can take it off. Feel a little bit more on this side. Again, just like with the other rolls, if you feel a spot that needs a bit more work, just stick around there. Take as much weight off as you need with your hands, your elbow, your knee. Onto the quads now. You're going to put your roller central. You're going to come into a plank position. Draw the belly button in so you're not collapsing your lower back into an arch. You're going to take some nice, smooth, slightly longer rolls. Don't roll over your kneecap, obviously. Just roll close to it and then roll as high as you're feeling a benefit from. If you want to make it a bit more intense, you can hook one foot over the other like this. Wow. And then put all my weight now onto my right side, hitting down the outer part of your quad. We're going to avoid your IT band today because there's a little bit of a mixed opinion as to whether it's good or bad to do that. I personally actually have found benefit from doing it in the past, but we'll leave it out for now to stop the trolls in the comments. Oh, and let's go to the other side. Definitely feeling it with this, all my weight on one leg with this pressure. If you can't do it, you could still have two legs on, but just tilt your body slightly to one side. So although I've got two quads on the roller, I'm still putting more pressure onto one of my sides, just giving it a little bit more intense roll. All right, let's finish with the final one. We're going to do your adductors. So you're going to have your roller this way,
A bit like your hip flexor, you're just going to go on one side. So we're going to take this knee up though. We're going to roll out and across like this. Rolling up the inside of the leg, called your adductors. Good for opening the hips out, help out your squats. So you can roll closer to the knee, you can roll closer to the hip. It's not right or wrong. It's connective tissue running right the way down. So just roll where you're feeling a little bit of tenderness and stick around there. Let's take it onto the other side. And that'll do for today's routine. Thanks so much for joining me. Let me know in the comments below, how did you find that routine and where in the world you're following along from. I really do like to hear that. If you fancy continuing with me, why not follow one of my mobility routines to help improve your flexibility now? You could go and do that right now. Or if you want to check out some of my other foam roll follow alongs, I'll link a playlist here. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you want to join the community and to support me. And I'll see you again soon for another routine.